Hi, everyone. It's Austin Miller here with the B2B podcast, where we interview CEOs, business owners, and other awesome leaders in the business space. Now, it's 6 questions in 8 minutes because many people are just really tight on time. So we'll dive right in. Now, welcome to the podcast. Thanks for coming on. And question 1, in a couple of sentences, please tell us who you are and what do you do?
Hi, Austin. My name is Leena Patel. I am the author of Raise Your Innovation IQ, and I'm also the founder and CEO of Sandbox2Boardroom.com. So essentially, we help businesses disrupt the status quo. We open them up to new markets, new opportunities, new ideas that are emerging in other verticals that might be of interest to them, and help them execute on those ideas. And we also help them drive the culture piece, so help them drive a more innovation-focused culture so that people, their talent are ready to take on the change we're going through.
Very cool. Very fascinating stuff as well. Now, I'm sure you got tons of experience. Question 2, what, in your opinion, is the best thing about working with other businesses?
I love, Austin, I love that light bulb moment that goes off in people when they realize that they can actually do something. Innovation is this buzzword, and people don't always understand it or how to implement it. And when they get that they can just do something, like they actually have the tool, strategy, or the tactic to be able to execute on change and drive their revenue forward, and and make the impact they want. I love that. I think that's just something that just makes my day.
Sure, that sounds really gratifying, because it's fun to have that light bulb moment yourself, but I'm sure to instill it and give it to somebody else is a ton of fun as well. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Very cool. Well, question 3, like total flip side of things, but what do you think is the most challenging part of actually running a business?
I think for now, given the disruption, the challenges that many companies are facing, and this is something I wrestle with, we're on a weekly basis, is how are we driving current revenue while at the same time strategizing for the challenges that are on the horizon. And I think it's such a delicate balance between, making sure we're keeping the lights on, keeping operations running. Our clients are paying us when they're, did we just lose?
I still got you.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay, so we're supporting our clients, but also just making sure we're aware of the technology and the tools and what's around the corner, so that we are prepared for that. We want to make sure we're on the cutting edge and we're innovating as well as providing that for our clients. So just really balance, managing that balance, I think, is a big thing for us and for our clients, a lot of companies too.
Yeah, I mean, it makes a lot of sense, right? You got to pay the bills and you want money coming in, but you got to think in the future and long term and look forward and see how you can adapt and grow. So that makes a ton of sense, actually, and keeping the team on board as well and working through it all. Interesting. I love it. Now, question 4, if you have to give so many people, I'm sure you give a lot of advice in your line of work, but what is your favorite piece of business advice?
Favorite piece of business advice is that the past does not equal the future. I think a big danger that a lot of business owners experiences, they achieve a degree of success in something, and then they continue doing it because they think that's what's relevant. And when we're facing the kind of environment that we are faced with now, the thing that worked yesterday is not going to be the thing that's going to take us forward. As we're scaling our business, the thing that worked yesterday is not the thing that we're going to need tomorrow. We're going to manage people differently, strategize differently, engage people differently. So I think we just need to be really open to adapting and pivoting where we need to.
Okay. Yeah, that definitely makes sense. Now, just curious, do you have any examples you can share or stories of maybe a client or an experience you've had where you were holding on to the past, but once you shift, everything just changed?
Yeah, I can actually tell you about a very recent, it's a company that's actually based in, I think they're Australia, I don't think they're New Zealand, but anyway, they're called Stage Kings. Really interesting. So that before the pandemic, they were building stages for events, for live events. And of course, live events shut down when COVID hit, and their revenue just got wiped literally overnight. And I've had conversations with the CEO about the challenges that they've been facing, and one of the things that they just saw an opportunity for right away is with people working from home. They would need desks, they would need furniture. I mean, now everybody's, they need to provide this space. So they use their skill set, which is building stages, and pivoted to building furniture. and it was just foldable furniture, beautifully designed, made out of wood that could ship to people wherever they lived. And people now have this beautiful furniture. So they were able to transform their business literally within a week because they listened to the market and realized, okay, stages don't work. Let's not hide under our desk waiting for live events to come back. Let's use
Mhm.
our skill set and serve a market that now needs furniture because they're working
Mm.
from home. So
That's absolutely awesome. I love that. What a huge shift, right?
huge,
From
huge.
stages you think is it's a massive thing to just a little piece of furniture, basically. That's awesome.
And this is a
And
really small company. So, like we can't use that excuse of only big companies can do that. This is
sure,
just, just being able to move very quickly and spotting opportunities and not waiting to take action.
right. Not like hoping that things are going to change or things are going to open back up, but just getting right to it because they can always shift back to the stages when it's time as well,
Right?
right? So,
If that makes sense, right?
yeah, very
Absolutely.
fascinating. I love it. Thanks for the story. Now, question five, moving on. What other top CEOs, business owners, and just leaders in the B2B space, just like yourself, that you would like to acknowledge as a leader and that we can maybe invite to be on the show?
So inviting is your forte. I mean, like that would
Sure.
be for you to decide, but I'll tell you somebody that I admire, and there's many, but I'll give you one since we're short on time. His
Hmm.
name's Tony Hsieh. He's the former CEO of Zappos, just stepped down. But I think I admire him greatly for the culture that he has built within his company. He's created
Mm,
this incredible environment that people just love being a part of. They're giving their best. They're thriving. They're excited. They've really differentiated themselves in the market. I mean, they basically sell shoes and accessories and bags and so on online. It's a
hmm.
retail store, but the way that they do it is so uniquely different. So the culture and the way that he's gone about building that, I have great admiration for how he's done that.
Very cool. And it makes sense, somebody who is involved with working with the culture of companies and helping them, that you would um, acknowledge him as well for his working culture. So very awesome. Now, question six, quick and easy for me. I'm a foodie. What's your favorite thing or thing to do when you're not working and outside of business?
Okay, I'm going to give you quick fire a couple of things because
Okay.
I love food. I actually love cooking. That's my
Mm,
creative side, expressing itself, making things like I don't know, desserts and dishes from scratch. I love
hmm.
that. I meditate my downtime. That's really
Mm.
important for keeping me centered. And then my geeky side, I love real estate investing. I love looking at numbers and number crunching and putting deals together. It's like, there's yin and yang aspect to my personality, but I love it.
That's so funny that, I mean, many people would see that as a business thing as well, but you're just
But it's like I do,
geeking out.
it's got nothing to do with business. For me, it's fun because I have to engage a different part of my brain. So
Sure. Very cool. I love it. No, thank you for sharing. Now, it's been awesome having you on, Lena. How can people just connect with you or find you?
sure. So I'm going to point you to my book website, which is
Hmm.
raiseyourinnovationiq.com, raiseyourinnovationiq.com. And if you go on there and kind of scroll down midway through the page, you can click on get a preview. And if you just click on that, you can download a free chapter. Don't have to, opt in or anything. And if you enjoy that and you want to get the book for free, just pay for the shipping and handling, $7. That's it. Just reach out to me via our company website, which is sandbox2boardroom.com. Sandbox, the digit two,
Hmm.
to sandbox2boardroom.com /connect and just send a message just saying you heard us on the show and you wanted to get a free copy of the book and where do we send it to you, where do we send it off to you, and we'll get that handled. Our team will get that handled.
Excellent. Everybody, that was Leena Patel. And be sure to check out her free chapter and also get that free book if you want to. That sounds really awesome. Now, thank you for coming on. My name is Austin Miller, and this was the B2B podcast. So join us next time for more tips and insights from CEOs, business owners, and amazing leaders just like Lena. Thanks, Lena.